All right, we flash it back to the 1999 Game 6 NLCS, Braves versus Mets. The Braves would win the first three in this series, and the Mets would take games 4 and 5. Game 5 was a 15-inning marathon that the Mets ended up winning. Just big names all over this series, including the leadoff hitter Ricky Henderson at the back end of his career. He would get a single, but Millwood would leave him stranded and works a scoreless top of the first inning. Take a look at the Braves lineup. Chipper Jones, Brian Jordan, and Andruw Jones. Also cool to see Eddie Perez, who has a huge series, and Walt Weiss, who are now both coaches for the Braves. Al Leiter's on the mound. That's right, the dad of Jack Leiter, the Rangers' #1 overall pick a couple years ago. Boy, he struggled in this game, though. Hits Williams to start off, walks Boone. First and second, nobody out. A double steal here, and Piazza makes an errant throw. First run of the game, Williams comes around to score, and things do not get better for Leiter. Hits Chipper Jones, so a hit batter, a walk, and a hit batter. Not what you want to see to start a game. Valentine's on the phone, and Pat Mahomes, father of Kansas City Chiefs star Patrick Mahomes, loosening in the pen, but Brian Jordan slaps a single past third. That scores another run. Braves up 2-0, first and second. Andruw Jones with a swinging bunt. Leiter makes an errant throw here that pulls him off the bag. Bases loaded, still nobody out. Eddie Perez, who had a huge series, singles home 2 more runs. Braves up 4-0 and still nobody out. Al Leiter gives up 4 runs without getting a single out. In comes Pat Mahomes, does a good job kind of holding things somewhat at bay, gives up a sacrifice fly, and the Braves put up a 5 spot in the bottom of the first. But, man, this game gets wild, absolutely wild. Top of the 5th now, first and second, 2 out. Ricky Henderson gets frozen right there, still at 5-0. But here come the Mets in the top of the 6th after Alfonso has a double. Got a single here, first and third. Piazza hits a deep sacrifice fly, and the Mets are finally on the board, 5-1. Next batter, Ventura, has a big-time double here that moves the runners to second and third. Mets starting to threaten to make this a game. Hamilton up next for the Mets, and he slaps a single right back up the middle, and we have ourselves a ball game. 5-3, but the Braves answer right back after Andruw Jones has just got the swinging bunt thing going on tonight. He has a perfect swinging bunt that he's safe, runners on first and second for the Braves. And this is kind of wild rewatching this game. The hottest bat in the Braves lineup with nobody out and runners on first and second, sacrifice bunts. I mean, just wow. You would never see that in a game today. Speaking of things you'd never see in a game today, they walk the bases loaded. Watch this slide just wipes out Piazza so he can't get the double play. Hernandez would come through, though, and single home 2 runs. A big answer for the Braves in the bottom of the 6th here. We back up in front, 7-3. But again, the Mets just don't go away in this series or this game. Smoltz on in relief, and the Mets were all over Smoltz in this game. A double to start off the top of the 7th. Here comes Ricky Henderson. He slaps a double. And now we're 7-4. Still nobody out in the inning. I mean, and Smoltz is just getting absolutely lit up. I mean, they're just lacing the ball all over the place here. 7-5. And Mike Piazza, who had a terrible series. He was injured throughout the series. But he had one absolutely clutch, bang, home run right here. And, man, this was just crushing for Braves fans. It's 7-7. Now top of the 8th, and the Mets take the lead in the top of the 8th, man. All the way from down 5-0, from down 7-3 to up 8-7. Bottom 8 now, Braves down a run, and Eddie Perez, who was just tremendous the entire series, gets a single. Nixon's going to pinch run for him. A stolen base and another errant throw, and he's on third. Just heads up running by Nixon there, and Hunter with Jim. Look at this pitch he hits for a game-tying single. No reason you should be able to get to that. What an at-bat. What a single. The Braves would sacrifice the go-ahead run to second base. Again, it's kind of crazy to see all the bunts and stuff. You just don't see it in today's game. He'd end up stranded at second, but bottom 9 now. Chipper Jones swipes second. He's the game-winning run, but Brian Jordan would end up striking out. And, man, here we go. Moving to the top of the 10th, a sack bunt that, again, fails after a leadoff single. And then just a good pickoff move, but he absolutely plunks the batter. An error on the first baseman there. Just drilled him right in the back. Mora singles. It makes it first and third. They do not want to chest Andruw Jones here. He probably would have gunned him down pretty easily. Pretty good call here. But Pratt has a big sacrifice fly, and you think, man, can Andruw Jones get him out? He makes a decent enough throw up the line a little bit. Runner safe. The Mets take the lead. Bottom of the 10th now. Man, again, just the blood pressure is all over the place in this one here. Ozzie Guillen coming up. That's right. The White Sox manager, former manager, Ozzie Guillen, slaps one through. Andruw Jones comes around to score, but Mora makes a huge play from right field and guns Klesko down at third. Just a tremendous out that keeps the game even in the bottom of the 10th. But here we go. The Mets would not score in the top of the 11th, and Gerald Williams leads off the bottom of the 11th with a double. Brett Boone would come through. I mean, look at this double. Just laced it right down the line, curving down it, and it's down there. Braves with a shot, nobody out, runner on second. Brett Boone with a sacrifice bunt. Again, you would never see a sacrifice bunt in this situation nowadays. Just mind-blowing. But anyway, they walk the next two guys. Bases loaded for Andruw Jones. Ball one, 1-0 count. 2-0 count, man. Here we go, 2-0. And a swinging bunt again from Andruw Jones, but it just goes foul. That would have been the ball game with bases loaded and 1 out. 3-1 count now, and a generous strike 2 call. 3-2 count, 1 out. Andruw Jones up, bases loaded, a walk sends the Braves to the World Series and misses outside. And as Bob Costa says, bring on the Yankees, man. The Braves win it. We're heading to face the Yankees. We'd get swept, but that's neither here nor there. What a fun game this was. Just awesome back and forth. Let's go.